Hi everyone, how are you? So today we're going to talk about a subject that I know I've promised many times to talk about. You have to understand that because of the nature of what I teach and what I speak of, I can't really talk about everything on this platform. I am actually going to have another platform soon that I will be able to teach and share more advanced sex magic. And also it will be only to the right people. The reason I want the right people to reach this information and not just anyone on YouTube. But today we're going to talk about squirting, and the right word for squirting, I mean, there's no right word, you can use it whatever you want, but it's called amarita. Amarita is, the word literally means a divine or sweet nectar. Because it's a sweet nectar of the feminine, and it's a gift for the world and for the masculine who aids in releasing it. So I can't talk about everything when it comes to this subject and sex magic generally, but we will touch a few things too, and I will read you a few parts from my book, Sex Magic Evolution. And if you haven't read it yet, it's about time, if you're really serious about sex magic. And again, for those who buy the book set, Sex Magic Evolution and Symbols of Sex Magic from my website, a signed copy from me, from my website, you are entering a monthly gift. I'm giving away a gift to people in every month throughout 2021. Okay, so let's begin. So let's just talk first a little bit about what squirting really is energetically. So it's a release of heavy, strong, powerful energies and emotions from a woman. Okay, like really, when we really look at the basic of what it is, the female ejaculation. Okay, it goes into it. You really must go into it, to this practice, with pure intentions and understanding and respect for what it is. Not just what you may have seen in porn or heard your friends talk about. Okay, it's not what it really is. So you must fully surrender. A woman, in order to release the sacred nectar, Amarita, in order to squirt, must really be in full surrender. If you look at it, it is a practice that really forces a woman, forces her completely to be in her divine feminine. Absolutely. Because you cannot release the nectar from your body if you're not fully relaxed. Your muscles, your spirit, if you're not really ready to completely let go and trust and surrender. So it is not an orgasm. It's not like the male orgasm. It is so much more than that. It's a whole new realm of sexual flow for the divine feminine. So female ejaculation or squirting, whatever you want to call it, is an amazing, empowering experience and practice for women. Many think only a few women, people who watch a lot of porn and that's how they learn how to have sex. They think that only a few women, if they're lucky, they get to squirt. Like not every woman can do it. No, that's not true. Every woman can do it. Okay, and it is mainly reserved. So it's not reserved for porn stars. Okay, let me tell you that. But so anyone can learn to squirt, and it's a very, very deep practice that really involves connecting with your womb and with the fullness of your emotions as a feminine, as a woman. It takes all your attention and intention and love for yourself to really be able to surrender. That's what the feminine is complete surrender. It's this constant exhale. If the masculine is an inhale, then the feminine is this complete exhale and relaxation and surrendering. So a lot of women are scared that Amarita, the sacred nectar that comes from squirting, is, they're scared to pee. They're scared that they're peeing. It's not peeing, and it doesn't come from the same place as urine does. Okay, so this is a very important thing to understand, even though it feels like you are going to pee. Okay, so and the kidneys and the urine, by the way, they also are very connected to our emotions and what we're holding in and what we're like letting go as well. Amarita, unlike urine, smells amazing and it tastes amazing. It tastes very sweet. So every woman can have a different amount of this divine liquid released from her. It doesn't have to be a whole bucket. Okay, like in the porn, like you see in porn movies, it could be like a few drops, or it could be a whole bucket. But don't judge yourself by what you see or what you've heard from other people. Allow your body to release as much as it needs whenever it needs. Okay, I really recommend to find a partner to help you release, because and don't look at this practice, don't look at squirting as something sexual. Don't look at it as if I have a partner that helps me release, I have to sleep with them. No, you need to find a partner that really respects the divine feminine and respects you, and you feel completely comfortable and safe with, so that they can just help you release. Because a lot of women try to do it by themselves. It's very difficult. It takes a lot of your focus, mind, and also physically. Like, it's a lot of work, to do it. So you can't really fully surrender. Like, not every muscle in your body can fully surrender. So I always suggest to find a partner to help you do that. Okay, now I'm going to read a little bit from my book, Sex Magic Evolution. I'm on page 145 for those of you who have the book. And I'm just going to read a little bit. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I don't want this to be like an hour video. So let's begin. So this is one of the Amarita, the sweet nectar. This is one of the sacred sauces a woman holds and releases along with the menstrual blood and her tears as well. So our tears also have a lot to do with our divine feminine and the release of fluids, because the woman is water, the feminine is more water. It's more water and fire, actually. The masculine is more air and earth. So, yes, a woman's tears, especially during an orgasm, hold a great significance in the temple. So when a woman cries during an orgasm, it's a really good thing. Okay, obviously it could be different for different women and different circumstances. Of course, there are many different circumstances, but when a woman cries out of the pleasure and out of the orgasm, it's usually a very good thing in the temple, in the practices of sex magic. Female ejaculation or squirting is an incredibly empowering experience for a woman. Squirting is an experience of ultimate surrendering. There should be no rush or race to get to it, allowing the body to let go in its own time. A woman must be turned on and open to relax. So again, you must trust the man you're with, your partner, or the partner you're with. Their heart must be open, your heart must be open, and it's a complete surrender for both of you. Sound and using the voice freely is extremely helpful in the total relaxation and surrender of a woman. We'll talk about that more. Do not hold back any sound that wants to be heard, okay? Allow your voice total freedom in this process. There is a halo which goes from ear to ear around the head. It is activated with the sound of your voice while you're in pleasure, and with an awakened Kundalini power. So your voice is, again, I could do a whole set of videos just on the human voice, and especially on the woman's voice, and especially once she in the time of pleasure and sex. So it's really, really important to allow complete freedom for your voice. Talking about the voice, and I'm like, today, so much phlegm today. Okay, our energy body is affected by sound waves. So imagine what a sound of pure pleasure and connection to spirit can do. All right. Let me see what other parts. I'm just going to skip a few parts. So let's do this. So the cervix is the root power center. Okay. Stimulating it and moving it up through the body, moving it up energetically through the body, opens the body and connects a woman deeply to what she desires and her self-expression. Many think only a few women have the privilege to squirt and that it is mainly reserved for porn stars, like we talked before. But that is not true. Every woman can learn to squirt. Every woman should. So just a little bit, I wanted to give you a little peek from the book. And yeah, it's an amazing process. It's an amazing experience. And it's really different when you use this amazing gift, and you start practicing it and you start exploring yourself and your own pleasure and your voice and the way your body feels. It feels very different every time you do it. And it feels very different with every partner that you're doing it with, because the energy of the partner really affects the entire experience and the surrendering experience. If you are with a man who you feel like you can trust fully, the experience will be held back a little. It's going to be really difficult for you to relax, even if you're not conscious of it. Amarita has many healing properties, and the men of the temple used to drink it. Yes, actually drink it and rub it on the woman's body and let her soak in her own divine nectar. It was considered the liquid of immortality, as well as the sacred blood, of course. When a woman squirted Amarita during her monthly cycle, so when you're bleeding and you're squirting at the same time, the man who served her pleasure would bathe in those sacred liquids for hours, even a day, if of course she allowed it. So the priestess had to allow these men. She had to give them the gift and the privilege of bathing, if they're worthy, in these sacred sauces, because it's very powerful. Not because it's like, oh, I'm better than you. It's because of the fact that they're very powerful. And not everyone can actually handle the energy and respect these sacred sauces, how I call them. Okay, so it is really a matter of honor and respect. And the divine masculine in the temple, they have a lot of work to do. The divine masculine really is lacking rules, is lacking the discipline that the divine masculine used to have in the temple. And again, these days of the temple, no, you will not find them in any history books, because all history books of this dark masculine world have eliminated all the actual truth of our true power as human beings. So I am here to give you just one aspect of it, which is the sexual true divine power of a human being. This is what the sex magic school of Isis and Lilith is all about. There's a lot more, and obviously the other main basic thing is consuming dead animals, which I always talk about. So I really recommend for this amazing month of Valentine's Day to begin, if you haven't yet, this amazing practice of self-love, of release, of rejuvenation, of true life force and power, and enjoying and ravishing in your divine feminine power. And finding a partner that will allow and will serve you and will serve, because see, this is the thing. When you are conscious, aware, mature, divine feminine and masculine, let's say I'm a woman and I find a partner who's a man, who I ask to help me release my Amarita. He understands deeply that it's not about serving me only. Of course, he's also serving me as a woman, as a goddess on this planet, but he's also serving all other women through me. While he's doing that with a pure heart, he has to have a pure heart for this. I cannot stress that enough. And also, he's serving the Divine Mother, because when I am releasing all the stress, all the pain, all the emotions, it's the Mother releasing them through me. If I am an aware, conscious woman, if I'm not, then I'm just going to think about my own pleasure, obviously. So for the men, in your perspective, you must serve a conscious, loving, aware woman who's connected to the Mother, so that you, in turn, when you're serving her, you will serve the Mother as well. You will serve the collective. You will serve the world. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for people. I'm grateful for all the people who are writing to me and connecting with me about my teachings and my books. And I'm very happy and honored to serve you and the mother through this work. I love you so much. Stay tuned, and also follow me on my Instagram and go on my website and go on my email list. I don't send a lot of emails, trust me, but you do want to stay connected with me. If you do want to stay connected with me, I suggest you do that, because YouTube is not going to be, this platform is not going to be working out for a very long time. So you won't be able to find me here later on in the future. So just connect with me on my email list and on Instagram. For now, Instagram is fine. So just so you will be able to see what's coming up in the future. In the I'm gonna again release advanced sex magic classes only for people who actually are serious about this. And you can see what's new in my programs. I always kind of like tweak them and make them better. So yeah, I love you, and enjoy your sacred sauces.